Hello everyone, this is Chef Teddy and my name is Anya, and today we're going to be making, oh hey Holland, hey Holly, you're in the video Holland, and today we're going to be making a neighbor's recipe called One Dish Pasta. It has linguine, grape tomatoes, an onion, garlic, red pepper flakes, basil, olive oil, salt, black pepper, water, and then as garnish afterwards, Parmesan cheese. It should be simple enough, so let's get to it. So the first thing that Chef Teddy recommends, as always, is before you start working with the food, please wash your hands. It's much more sanitary that way. After we do that, we then gather our ingredients. We got some garlic and onion. I put 2 types of onion in here, 2 halves to make a whole. And then we got our linguine, which I took half of it out of the box already. I've never had this before and I've never made this recipe, so this is a first for me. The instructions for this just say to on my neighbor's recipe, it says to just put it all into boiling water. I also recommend that you start boiling some water before this process. Or, in other words, while you're chopping up like all your onions and everything. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just put them all in. It didn't say to pre-cook the noodles. It just said to put it all in together, because in the next step, it literally says the same instructions as the linguine box. The linguine box states that if you want it al dente, which is slightly less than firm, it says the same thing. Stir it slowly until the pasta until the water has nearly evaporated. So we're going to do that. We're going to throw in all the ingredients except for the tomatoes. And we're just going to cook it on medium-high. Again, make sure to wash your dishes after it's all said and done. So we're going to use this fork. The pasta is going to take a while to mix, well, to soften, I should say. But this is a nice big pot. And then it also says to add some seasonings, which include salt, bit of black pepper, and what I personally find a little unusual, red pepper flakes. We're going to add in a few extra red pepper flakes just because Mom likes it spicy. Mama Bear will be taste testing the video after Chef Teddy gives it his sniff of approval. And if you're wondering where Chef Teddy is, he's the one giving me all these instructions. So he has a precise perfection. He says you don't have to be perfect, but if you can be, then just be as close to it as possible. And so I try my best as the human. While it's on medium-high, just make sure to, stir around these other ingredients around the pasta while the pasta is getting a little more loose. So we're going to take a break, and we will be right back when the pasta has become al dente. Welcome back. Got myself some tea here. I wanted to share some advice. The one thing that I really enjoy about cooking is that even though I do have to stand here, it doesn't mean I can't enjoy it and just be with the moment and be peaceful. Like, I got this holiday snowman cup. This is green tea, by the way. And he says, "There's no place like home." Here's a close up of him. He is a very nice snowman, and he deals with hot drinks very well. We got this from Dollar General. Best money. Just because you have to sit here and, you know, watch your pasta or whatever else you may be cooking at this time, it doesn't mean that you don't have to enjoy it. It doesn't mean that you can't. You can choose to enjoy it. Just like this, just stir it around, watch it. Maybe think about what it might go good with. Do you want like a piece of chicken with it? Do you want to add chicken to it? This is my first time making this recipe, and I have a rule, well, actually it's Chef Teddy's rule, that when we make our first recipe, we don't add extras to it. We stick straight to the letter, because that way we get familiarized with the original recipe. If you're wondering what's back here, these are the tomatoes for after the water has nearly evaporated from this. And then the last ingredients that we will be getting is some Parmesan cheese, which will be closer to when Chef Teddy does his sniff test. Life is very interesting. I believe in spirit, and spirit helps me. I recently acquired a second job to fund Chef Teddy's foods and all his creative recipes that he wants to do, along with helping Mama Bear pay the bills. And now that we're working and we're happier, we can just, you know, live life and be peaceful at the same time, especially during this Christmas season. I'm one of those people that if, like, I work for a resort, so that's just Mama Bear doing business. If you come in and you want to say Merry Christmas, I'm going to say Merry Christmas back. But if you want to say Happy Holidays, I'll say Happy Holidays back. If you want to say Happy Hanukkah, I'm unfamiliar with that phrase, but I'll say it back. Just because, you know, I feel like it's respectful to the other person, along with professional, but mainly respectful. And I like to think that if I'm respectful of those around me, that they will be respectful as well. Like I will receive the same respect that they give me. Or I give them, excuse me. We're going to turn this on high because the noodles are getting a little well, I don't know what al dente looks like, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna say that this is getting just a little, the noodles look done. How about that? Let's say that. And then once it's all said and done, we're gonna add in the tomatoes. We'll be right back. Now that the water has evaporated, we're going to put in the tomatoes. And just let them cook in there on medium-high. Let's put this in the sink. And then stir this up. Just cook it enough, like maybe the last 5 minutes. So at this point you could probably turn it off because I don't know if this is with most stoves, but with our stove, if we turn it off, it'll cook for an extra 5 to 7 minutes. So we've turned it off now, and we're just gonna stir all these ingredients around just to make sure they don't get stuck to anything. Oh, I think this is also the part where I add some olive oil. Let's just reach right back here with all the tea. We got ourselves olive oil. Just a little bit. And then that will get stirred around as well. You can stir it, you can push it, you can pull it, make a merry-go-round out of it. That's what I find so fun about cooking. You can have it in all different ways, shapes, and forms. You can add things to it, you can get creative, or you can make it the simplest recipe that you want it to be. It's just got a variety of creativity and a variety of ways that just it makes me so grateful that I started cooking, because I love it so much. I don't quite know how to explain it, but if you know the feeling, if you're familiar with it, then I suppose you'll get it. It's the same serene feeling that someone else might feel if they're doing a meditation or stretching in a yoga class, or any other peaceful activity that you could possibly think of that you or a loved one may do. So now it's time to plate it, and we'll be right back with Chef Teddy and Mama Bear. All right, Chef Teddy, what do you think of this food? What's that? Well, hold on.
I don't get to eat it.
Chef Teddy says it's missing something.
Oh.
What's it missing, Chef Teddy? Oh, it's missing a little olive oil, and what else? Some Parmesan cheese.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Oh, and what about for the sniff test? What do you say?
Oh, God, he's just not in.
He says get those 2 ingredients and it'll be a little better.
That's right. That's exactly right. Okay, good. And you got
all right.
my wooden bowl. Thank you, Janet. This is for you, Janet.
Oh, we never opened this.
And for Oreo, too, because Oreo's about to get some eggnog for dinner tonight. Yeah. That's Janet's cat that I'm cat sitting for.
Hold on, we need a knife.
Oh, okay. Yes, he's getting eggnog, Janet, but he's not going to get the nog in it, just the eggnog. I promise you. I won't make your cat drunk while you're away.
Stray cat.
Well, no, he's not stray. He's Janet's cat now, so it's okay. He just is a little bit wild. A little bit.
All right, now we're just going to add a little bit to it, just like this.
Oh, that looks great. Yeah.
And then the recipe calls for a tiny bit of olive oil, just like Teddy said.
Yeah, good for you, Teddy. Yeah, okay. Do I get to eat now?
Hold on. Now we mix it up just a little bit more for Mama Bear. And now it is ready to be served and eaten.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Are you going to try some? I know that Italians have it a certain way. They have to do it all this way. So I'm going to just do the best that I can. Oh, goodness.
Some do it with a spoon. They do that twirl and they do a spoon
this
underneath.
Is going to be a little...
How does it taste? The audience wants to know.
Oh, this is good. This is really good.
Is it?
I need some red wine. This is good.
Okay. Would you have it again?
Thank you. Yes, I would. I really would.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would have this again.
Well, thank you everybody so much for taking the time. Thank you everyone so much for taking the time to watch this video with Chef Teddy and myself, Anya. We hope you liked the video. Comment down below if you have any recipes that we could get creative with that are just short, sweet, and simple. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you would, please share the videos because we are trying to build ourselves up on YouTube. And so that's that. We hope you have a happy holiday, happy Hanukkah, and a Merry Christmas.